I'm Jason of Wildscape Workshops. I've come to Silverdale today to tell you a little bit about the workshops I've got planned for the next few weeks throughout the months of April and May. I've chosen to come to Silverdale because it's one of my favourite spots. I've been visiting here and photographing since I could drive, that's maybe 30 years ago, and I do know the area quite well. It's a wooded little peninsula that juts out into Morecambe Bay, with lots of limestone pavement and ancient meadows and damp areas and a gorgeous coastline, yew forests, lots of bluebells and ramsons. But anyway, I begin by talking about my first workshop, the one that I'm running on April the 7th. The first workshop, which has still got spaces available, is After Dark, which takes place just a few hundred yards from here over on the coast. It's a place called Jenny Brown's Point and neighbouring Jack Scout. This is a limestone bluff that juts out into the Morecambe Bay and provides excellent views at sunset over the surrounding countryside and gives us lots of creamy white limestone rocks to work with and rabbit grazed grass in the foreground, dotted with yew trees, honeysuckle and quite a wide range of bushes and shrubs. I've put this workshop together to help photographers go beyond the current boundaries and to explore something new, something that they've never tried before. Digital has opened up so many options to us, not least the chance to explore photography in areas that our eyes don't allow us to see. For example, once darkness falls, we struggle, but the digital camera can capture so much more information. And it's good to see the surprise on students' faces when they realise exactly what the camera can see. At times when they can't even see their own hand in front of their faces, their cameras can make landscapes work with full coloured, vibrant grasses and flora, deep richety velvet blue skies with star streaks across. So we're working from this point, from this landscape here. The first step of the workshop is actually to walk around and choose our nighttime viewpoints before the sun sets. We choose our locations, earmark where we're going to put our tripods and make a note of the zoom and focus setting, because quite simply, once we come back to take the shots it will be too dark to see to do this. We'll look through our viewfinders and see blackness, so we need to take notes. Once we've done this, we then retire to the coast overlooking the spot where the sun will set, and we prepare to take shots of the changing colours of the sky, the reflections in the pools in front of us on the foreshore, the mud flats glistening as the light fades. And then we'll see how, once the sun has set, the quality of light changes and everything takes on a different feel. And we'll work on exploring how to capture this to best effect. Then, once nightfall has truly taken over, with our torches we'll make our way back to the spots that we chose before, set up our cameras and make magic happen. I'll show you on this workshop how to take exposures when you can hardly see your camera. I'll show you how to tweak these exposures to get exactly the right effect you need. For my last workshop, one of the students, Nick, he actually went away and won 2 competitions with the shots he took that evening. And students never fail to be amazed at exactly what they can achieve at this time of day. I've still got places left at the moment of filming, so if you want to head over to that page, if you see a buy now button, you'll be in luck and you can come and join us for the evening. What you will need is a tripod, preferably a cable release or a camera that allows you to do delayed time exposures. And that's about it really. If your camera has a B setting or a long exposure setting, that'll be ideal as well. Otherwise, we can work around that and allow you to explore nighttime photography with your own kits. At the moment, I'm sat in a private woodland, which, to be quite honest, there's not many places as gorgeous as this. It's mossy, it's full of fungi, In a few weeks there'll be primulas and primroses bursting through. The bluebells and ramsons will be a while off, but we'll be able to pick up on them budding. The tree cover will be beginning to open, so there'll still be lots of light around here. The landowner kindly allows me to bring a small group of people here once a year for this workshop, and although the Saturday one is booked up and we'll also be visiting a yew wood, I still do have spaces available for the Sunday morning venture here. So if you'd like to join me in this woodland to see what spring can give you, to fill in that time between the snowdrops and the bluebells, check out the page, see if the space is available. My final workshop of the spring is my ever popular Bluebell Day. This takes place at Brock Valley, near Beaconfell Country Park, on the outskirts of the Forest of Bowland. This day always proves to be a winner with photographers and nature lovers alike, who enjoy getting out and seeing the first real bright colours of the season. If you'd like to join me on this day, we'll be exploring compositional techniques, how to make the best of a chaotic woodland, and how to use alternative viewpoints to make the best of the bluebells, using the sky or not. We'll also see about diagonals and the place they play. Here's some footage that I took last bluebell season, which will show you the beauty that awaits us in this place. Once we've done at Brock Valley, we'll venture over to Cobble Hay Farm, where we'll enjoy a quick lunch and a catch up with what we've learned together before leaving for Snake Rake, another ancient woodland that lies between Longridge Fell and Beaconfell. This woodland's got a totally different feel. It's higher, trees are taller, the bluebells are taller, it feels more airy, quite damp in places, and this affects the flora that we can find. Marsh marigolds and irises will be breaking through. We'll also see lots of mosses and ferns, and damp rotting stumps, and last year we had a good time with a rabbit that came to pose for us perfectly. While we're here, I'll be setting my students an assignment, a magazine style assignment, so they can get the feel of working to a brief. I believe in challenging ourselves with personal projects constantly. It gives us something to focus on and some reason to keep improving our skills and our talents. So yeah, I'll be setting a brief for each photographer and letting them loose in this woodland where they can employ the new techniques and crafts that they've honed during the morning at Brock Valley. So if any of these workshops appeal to you, just click over to the relevant page, and if there's still a buy now button on the page, that means you may be in luck. There could still be places available, and I'd be happy to have you join us and to come along and enjoy crafting your skill as you use your photography to tell the story of nature.